Okay, I'm recording now, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Hello, anybody who might be watching or listening for that matter. Happy Thanksgiving! Welcome to the Thanksgiving episode of the Auxiliary Couch Podcast. We just want to take a minute to say to you people out there that we are thankful for you, and we're going to start doing a new thing at the start of every podcast. We're going to take one comment that we find funny or interesting from the podcast before, and we're just gonna post it. So this one's a really good one from Full House. It just says in all caps, "Good."
Good!
He just really thought it was good. So today I'm joined with two new co-hosts for this podcast. They're gonna sit through this with us and have a good time. I'd like to introduce Carissa and Garrison.
Hello, viewers.
Go ahead and, I guess starting from left to right, we'll start with Carissa. Go ahead and say something about yourself.
Oh,
Let
boy.
people know who you are.
Alright, I'm like a fucking failed music education major, but I got a house now, so that's fucking something. I work at a TV station, and, you know, it's super cool, because I'm not on TV, and I'm a fucking on, and everyone, like, shits on us, but, you know, it's fun.
Fun fact, pretty much everybody from this friend group works at the same damn TV station, except for, like, me, Garrison, and Nick.
It's pretty great.
It's true, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're a failed music major yet. Aren't you planning on going back at some point?
Yeah, I'm gonna do, like, online college while I'm staying at this job and shit, and,
Gotcha.
you know, I've put in some applications near the area, you know. It's just a little meme, because Gary's obviously doing much better on that subject than I am.
Yeah, he's the big boy on campus. Go ahead and introduce
Hi,
yourself.
I'm Garrison. I'm a successful music major. And I am not on TV, so take that as you will. I am currently a master's student at Valdosta State University studying music performance. I'll be finishing that up in the spring, and I will be pursuing a doctoral degree afterwards. If I get it anywhere, that'll be great, but I'm sure that'll be alluded to in future episodes of whatever, Aux Couch or Video Gums episode I'm on. But I'm happy to be here, happy to be collaborating with some really good friends, Devin and Carissa. And I just, Devin, what do we got on the docket tonight?
I don't know. Let's start out. What do you guys think you're fucking thankful for? What are you thankful for, boys?
Oh, well, I'm thankful for having, like, a fucking kick-ass supportive group of friends, you know. Guys have helped me out through some
Not funny,
some
next.
shit times.
Not funny, next.
I'm thankful for farts.
Thankful
Farts
for
are funny.
I'm thankful because I got a big penis. That's what we've devolved to. Dick jokes and farts, and it's only the second episode. We're in for
Hell
a
yeah,
fucking
bitch.
terrible time. Since it is Thanksgiving, something mentioned slightly before we started recording, Thanksgiving carols. Is that a fucking thing? Have you guys ever heard a Thanksgiving carol?
Aside from the one on Bob's Burgers, no.
Because, like, I feel like most other holidays have, like, a variety of, like, songs that you can associate with them, and everyone's just like, fuck Thanksgiving, no music for you.
I feel like Thanksgiving carols are like one of those things where, like, every time someone writes one, fucking Will Smith comes by with his special Men in Black mind erase thing and just erases like the composer's memory. He's like, "What was I doing? Why am I holding this piece of paper? Oh, just throw it away." And for that reason, we've just never had any Thanksgiving carols. But then every time you talk to someone around like this time, they're like, "So, are there like any Thanksgiving carols?" Like, there are Halloween songs, sure. There are a ton of Christmas carols. We don't really do anything for Thanksgiving, and I just feel like that's every time you talk to someone about Thanksgiving.
I think my favorite crip, my favorite.
Who's your favorite crip? Who's the crip of the week, Devin?
the crip of the week is some guy walking down the street wearing blue. You better shoot him immediately.
Shit, dude.
I think my favorite Thanksgiving carol is that one like estranged uncle that you barely know getting absolutely trashed at Thanksgiving and just kind of like singing to himself in the corner.
All right.
So what exactly all goes into your like music performance studies, Garrison? Like we've known each other for a while and I honestly barely know what you do.
All right. Well, so here's what I do. I wake up at about 1 p.m. every day, weekday.
Right.
No, that's not true. So actually, it's kind of like exactly what you'd expect. I have about 12 credits, which is probably middle of the road for a graduate student. But what I do is about 3 or 4 of my credits are a class. Yeah, a class. You like that? And this semester,
No
it just
way.
so happens to be. It just so happens to be music theory, which is we're on toward like where they assume you know everything about music history and oral skills and music theory, and that's where you put it all together. Like instead of learning about iso rhythm, which is a medieval technique
Damn,
for
this shit's
composition.
getting depth.
Oh, I mean, just like you learn about it in music history, and then you learn about it in music theory, and then you learn about it in oral skills, how it works. You put it all together in this class. That's what I'm saying. Is you like you don't learn it. You already know about when things happened and why they happened, but then you put them together with why are they useful toward the the timeline of music. So that's where I'm at right now as far as class goes.
See,
Besides that,
I
go ahead.
I feel like every time you've been like, yeah, we were doing this in music theory, and then you like post a song in the Discord, it's like either some guy like making like really disgusting sounds, or just like talking, or something, and it's like music theory. I theorize that this is barely music.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Anyone listening, "Come Out" by Steve Reich. "Come Out," just the words "Come Out" by Steve Reich comes to mind. And I'm sitting in a room. I can't tell you who composed that one because he's not as famous as Steve Reich. But granted, he's a very good piece. I am sitting in a room. Look it up. Anyway, besides that, the rest of my schedule is essentially I'm in orchestra, I'm in wind ensemble, I am a graduate assistant with the marching band, and now the basketball pep band. I play in every ensemble I can. I was in a brass quintet. I just quit because, well, I'm not going to talk about it here. And that's pretty much because I just didn't like how the ensemble didn't take risks and try to be musical. They just wanted to play notes. So love everyone in the ensemble. Great guys, but sometimes you just can't work with people you like, and that's just how it is.
Got a fully stacked fucking schedule, my man.
It's not so bad, and I'll be done in the spring. Next spring, I'm not supposed to have any classes, but I'm taking oral skills pedagogy, which will teach me how to teach others.
Oh, hell yeah.
How to sing.
Wait, I thought you were like finishing up in the spring.
Yeah, that's my last semester. I graduate in May.
Duh.
But I am by choice taking oral skills pedagogy.
See, like my daily schedule is like someone would ask me, it'd just be like, I wake up and then I work for like 10 hours and then I play video games for probably longer than is good for me instead of sleeping. And then I wake up and then I go to work again.
Don't even sleep. You just like
I wake up
enter stasis.
Yeah, like I just like start fucking like hovering above my desk and I just like become a fucking omnipotent being for like about a 20-minute gap every day.
Yeah.
Just like over that. It's around like 2:35. We already passed it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna start like fucking hovering. No. So
that's a good.
What?
Oh, I was just gonna say that's a very valid point you bring up. Like, for me in academia, my schedule really isn't regular. But for you, who's in the workforce, like you have your routine. You wake up, you go to work, get done with work, enjoy yourself. But I was gonna offer like a flip side. I have been in academia for the past. Wow, let's see, 18 years, and I just feel like at this point, I just want to be able to be my own, be not have anyone watching what I'm doing and judging it. I just want to be a professional, but at the same. Oh, go ahead, Cousin.
you're always gonna have somebody fucking like looking down on you and telling you you're doing a
Well,
shitty fucking job.
yeah, yeah, but see, what I do all the time now is sit in class, take tests, and everyone grades them, and I always have professor or doctor or Mr. or Mrs. But I just want to like work and be a teacher, or and be able to have my own classroom, and yeah, the principal's
Yeah.
gonna come in and observe me every now and then, but
I think that's the thing too, is like where I'm so like sick of the monotony of doing the same shit every day, and I feel like I would like to just like have like kind of like a crazy schedule where I like just do something different every day, or like I don't really know what's on today. But if you do that every day, you kind of wish for monotony, like just something regular to stick to. It's like you always want what you don't like actually have.
Dude, that's like fucking just humans in general,
That's true. You want what you don't have, yeah.
Yeah, your brain straight up is just like, wow, this is way too easy, and I don't like it. I am upset now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to totally mention I'm also teaching lessons to 3 music minors, which is incredible. Like, I cannot, like, it's my favorite part of the week, because that's what I want to do, is have my own studio and teach musicians how to be better musicians.
I always thought it'd be cool to teach, like, I obviously not music for me. I would want to teach welding, because that's what I'm good at, and I hope to one day be able to do that. It's just, like, because I went straight into working instead of like waiting and actually planning out what I would want to do. I was just, oh, they're hiring. I got to start now. No planning required.
Yeah.
I mean, on the flip side though, you're not like fucking tens of thousands of dollars in debt.
Oh, I totally am. Are you kidding me? I did.
Well, not as many tens.
No, yeah, a couple less tens. That to be fair.
Less tens.
But I'm still like, I think my total for 1 year was 32,000, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, fuck.
Ooh, college debt. That frustrates me. Speaking of being frustrated, net neutrality.
Oh,
I feel like it is something.
I was so ready to bring this up too.
Yeah, net neutrality is something we need to definitely highlight in this. Devin, take it away.
So essentially, to all of you out there watching that don't exactly know what net neutrality is, picture this. You're familiar with your internet. You get on every day. You go on whatever website you want. Anything you can think of is on the internet, and you can go to it hassle-free. Without net neutrality, various internet service providers such as Verizon, AT&T, Comcast, Spectrum, where we are, they can just decide, like, they'll see what websites you're using, and they can make you pay a premium to access certain websites. Like, for example, Verizon owns Yahoo, so if they wanted to, if the repeal of net neutrality goes through, they could make it so you would have to pay a premium to use Google, and you would have to use Yahoo as your default search engine, which is just something no one wants. No one wants to use Yahoo. And it's just a terrible thing for everyone. It doesn't do anything but benefit the rich internet service provider owners. And there's literally no possible way you could spin it to benefit any average American citizen. There's just nothing that it does for any one of the little people that is good. All it does is make your life harder and make you have to spend more money, and it's just terrible in general. It's a terrible idea, and that's why there was a law made against it, because it's not something we want.
Right. And it's what's sad is there are people who are faithful to the man who put the FCC chairman Ajit Pai in power, who kind of just don't want to believe the facts and want to tell you, but privatizing control of the internet is what we want because government is bad. Like, this is an impartial issue. Like, I don't care who you voted for. This is for the people. We don't need this.
This is nothing to do with who anyone voted for or anything. At this point, this is like, we need to unite as the American citizens and tell them that this is something that we don't want. Because, like I said before, it does not benefit us in any single way. Privatizing internet is just like a terrible idea. Because with the fact that they can just arbitrarily decide which internets they want, like which websites they want to charge you to use once net neutrality's gone. They could use it as a way to, like, not to sound like a tinfoil hat conspiracy guy, they could easily just, like, put a block or, like, a premium on a website that is against their political views, for example.
That's absolutely valid. Absolutely valid. And
they could very easily... It's like... What makes me so irritated about it is it's a sneaky way to get around censorship laws. It's a sneaky, greedy way. Because it's like, one, they get around censorship laws, and they can make you only easily access whatever sites you want, whatever sites they want, I mean. And they can also make a fucking buck off of it. So it's like a win-win for them and a lose-lose for us.
One thing that I've heard as a counter-argument is competition. And myself, I'm for a single-payer healthcare system myself, but in the realm of healthcare, people claim that competition would drive prices down and want the corporations in healthcare to bow to the consumer. But while that may not be true, this is an absolute, with telecommunications, is an absolute abomination. You say it might cause competition, but if say you opened it all up, okay? What's going to happen? You have Comcast, and you have Time Warner, and who in the, like, okay? So right now in grocery stores,
I see what you're saying.
You end everything's private. Which mom and pop shop is going to compete with Walmart?
Exactly.
Just fresh out of the gates.
That's the thing.
Plus, like, they're fucking talking about competition will drive down prices. Yeah, try driving it down below fucking free.
Yeah. And that's another problem with it, is not only will you have to pay these premiums to get onto these sites, it's on top of what you're already paying to access the internet at all.
Do you guys remember when we were spoiled and we were like, man, Comcast and Time Warner, they charge too much for our internet. The United States doesn't have the best internet in the world, which we should.
Right.
Like, why are we paying so much? And now we're having to delve into this issue. It's just unbelievable.
It's just because the rich fucking run this country.
Well, another thing that's a problem with the argument that it'll drive prices down because of competition is the fact that everything's monopolized, Comcast doesn't exist out here, you know what I'm saying? We have Spectrum out here, Comcast is over where's Comcast at? Fucking, I don't even know.
Like everywhere else. Spectrum is under Time Warner, by the way. They just changed the name so it wouldn't be spooky Time Warner.
No, AT&T bought out Time Warner, and that's why it's became Spectrum.
But does that sound appealing to you?
No, it's terrible. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking awful. Ever since Spectrum took over Time Warner Cable, their customer service has become even worse, and the prices haven't changed. If anything, they've gone up from what I've heard from most people. I was lucky, and mine hasn't gone up yet, but it's already fucking $80 a month for average internet. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to what I was saying. If there's a monopoly and one company runs the whole area, there's no competition to be spoken of. There's no competition inching in. If you have a monopoly in a place, there's no room for competition. Because like you said, what mom and pop shop is going to go against a giant corporation like Walmart, or in this case, who's gonna open a fucking internet service against such a huge conglomerate that's AT&T and Time Warner essentially fused into one big thing?
But you know what? I'm reading this article by CNN money.cnn.com. So, all you fake newsers out there, this is Donald Trump Donald Trump spoke on the AT&T Time Warner deal, the merger, and he said it's not good for the country and said it would harm competition. And you know what? President Trump, thank you. That's absolutely true.
Absolutely correct.
I will absolutely give you credit where credit is due, because that is absolutely true. Why would we want two of the giants in telecommunications to have even more power, even more reign over it? It's just absolutely a farce.
Yeah,
and it's good for no one except for those who are already super rich. I just don't understand how people can stand by idly and watch this happen. And I want to, I'm sorry, Devin, I really want to advertise right now. The big on Reddit, the big movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Text resist RESIST to 50409, and that will draft and fax a custom letter to your representative, and it will have you answer a few questions to tailor it to your location and your representative. But it is the best thing you can do as a citizen of the United States. Let your
Definitely.
voice be heard. Right now we were regretting a year ago, a lot of us not having our voice be heard. This is our chance. This is our chance to do it again. Let your voice be heard, and this is the only way you can do it.
Nothing will scare any of these people who are already in office more than the threat of losing their job. If they think these people, that millions of people are getting upset about this, and then it goes through under their watch, and you can look up who votes for what. If they get found out that their thing was voted for, it's, they know, they're not stupid. They know that they're in danger of losing their job at that point. And that's the only way to make a message to these people, is to let them know that, we don't want this. You're meant to represent us and our interests. That's why you're elected.
Yeah, threaten to take their fucking money away.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that can get through to them anymore.
But that's definitely a huge issue right now. And a lot of people don't even know what net neutrality is, which is why it's so scary. Because, a lot of this is flying under the radar. People super close, like, for example, my fiance Emily, she didn't even know what net neutrality was, or that there was anything going on with, like, it being repealed.
I feel like the only people who really, like, know about it are, like, people who spend a lot of time online. And, like, people glance at it, they're like, oh, yeah, I don't know, just some fucking internet shit.
Well, the thing about that is you can spend a whole lot of time online and still not know what it is, because it's not like this was made a huge public issue by, like, anyone except for the people that found out about it. You know what I mean? It's not like the government was out there like, it's not like Donald Trump tweeted out like, oh, the FCC is ready to repeal net neutrality. Haha. It's
what I don't understand is Reddit, like, went up in arms about this, like, like half a year ago or something?
Right. Back in July, yeah.
Longer? Yeah. And I don't understand why they didn't just fucking back off then.
I mean, they did. It
didn't
go
because what happened, we currently have a brand new regime in this country, and they're slowly gaining power, and it's funny, this isn't a game-winning field goal for them. This is 1st and 10 over and over for them. They can try whenever they want with no penalty.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
It's extremely frustrating. Because, okay, here's a perfect example for people who still aren't getting it out there. Remember a couple days ago, a week ago, I'll say, the EA controversy, loot boxes. You purchased the game, and then you had to, do microtransactions to unlock the characters that should be unlocked already. This is literally the closest thing to real-life version of that. You're already paying for the internet, and you have to pay more to access what should already be available to you for free.
I feel like
perfect analogy.
It's kind of like getting more channels on TV.
What?
Like you pay for your
yeah.
You pay for your like basic fucking like bitch package, which has like nothing that you want on it. So then you have to go like buy the packages of the channel that includes the channels that you want, which is like probably like 2 or 3 that you want, and you're paying for like 20, which is what they're totally gonna do.
I feel like the difference is though that that's optional, whereas this will be made such a nuisance that it's not.
Yeah, it's like that, but worse.
Who doesn't use Google?
Yeah.
They could easily
psychopaths who like type up fucking Ask Jeeves.
I only use Bing.
That's Jeeves is no more. It is Ask. Don't ask about Jeeves anymore. Don't say his name. You're just gonna get the FBI at your house.
I'm gonna get silenced asking about Jeeves out here.
So On a lighter note, let's move on to something a little less political, just to lighten.
Thank God.
So, all right, you guys. What is the best? What is the best Thanksgiving food, and what is the worst Thanksgiving food?
Okay, I'll go first.
One at a time.
I'll go first. Okay. Worst. Somehow, I don't know why, on veggie trays, that little green nuisance rolls in.
Broccoli?
Oh, no. I am talking green olives here.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Fuck green olives.
Green olives are just salt. Okay, that's all they taste like is just terrible salt.
Black
Well,
olives, on
I
the
think,
other hand.
dude, black olives are cash.
I love black olives.
Yeah.
Green olives, I feel like, see, they're stuffed with, like, different things, and, like,
The
when
pimento.
I was eating a green, yeah, like, some are like pimento, some is, wait, what?
Aren't they called pimentos?
I think that's, like,
I honestly have never thought
I don't
about
know.
what is it called.
Uh,
I have to look
but,
it up.
like,
Oh, no, my turn. A pimento, pimento, or cherry pepper is a variety of a large red-hearted shaped chili pepper that measures 3 to 4 inches long.
Huh.
And then that is what green olives are usually most standardly filled with.
Wait, so what the fuck is a pimento loaf?
It just has that in the bread.
But, like, I had a green olive, like, you know, the other day, and, like, when I first bit into it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. And then I got to, like, the fucking pimento or whatever, I'm like, oh, ew, gross. Like, it was, like, half good. So I feel like if it was stuffed with something different, it might be better, you know?
I don't know. I just think it looks so disgusting that I would never want to eat it.
But best Thanksgiving foods. Myself, I am a huge fan of getting the turkey. Turkey, I mean, it's just turkey. It's all about turkey.
Of
and
course, dude.
getting gravy, and I like a little cranberry sauce on it. I like it on my turkey.
You know, I used to
me.
hate cranberry sauce. But then, like, just recently, it's just, you know, grown on me.
All right,
When
so
you get all
guys,
like bitter things, because you grow like a bitter adult.
So you guys
like,
are gonna fucking hate me. So my worst one that I had was cranberry sauce. I absolutely
Kill yourself?
detest cranberry sauce. There is no reason you should eat anything that comes out of a can in a solid fucking chunk the same size as the damn can.
Well, that's because okay, yes, I agree. That's terrible
get,
cranberry
like,
sauce.
Homemade cranberry sauce.
Gotta
dude.
get cranberries, cook them up in the crock pot with your lean.
Ugh.
And
I just don't like
put them...
cranberries in general. Like I feel
Devin,
like they're just like the word. They're like the pickle equivalent of fruit for me.
Oh god, the pickle.
Don't get me started on pickles, man.
Devin. Okay, when we get together during the Christmas season, I will make you my homemade cranberry sauce.
All right, I'll keep it
And
open mind. I'll keep it open
If
mind.
that doesn't change your mind, I don't think anything. I think that will be it for cranberry sauce.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I'll keep an open mind. All right.
Sounds good. It's a hoot to make too. To be honest, it's pretty fun to make.
My foods are probably a little less standard because I don't know, like,
Because I'm so unique. I'm not like the other girls.
Like my mom's cooking is like, I don't know, it's different.
British.
It's a little British.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be weird having Thanksgiving at your place? Because isn't your mom like actually from like England or something?
Yeah, she moved over when she was like fucking in her 20s.
Yo, when you go to USA England games, is your mom fucking England jersey and you guys are all like, boo!
Yeah, pretty much. But my least favorite Thanksgiving food, I would have to say, is parsnips.
What in the fuck is that?
It's like a root vegetable.
Hold on. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, they don't taste good.
What's it called?
It's like radishes.
Yeah, parsnips. Parsnip. Parsnip.
Okay, you keep talking.
Yeah, they're basically like gross carrots. I don't know. I feel like that's the best way to describe them.
If you have to describe like anything that's like, oh wait, this was your worst one, right? Okay,
yeah, that's the worst one.
I was about to say, how are you gonna defend something you describe as a
gross shit?
You're like, I like this. It's a gross carrot.
No.
Gonna post it. Oh, they literally do. They look like.
What?
Whoa! Where did that meme come from?
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking the other shit and I saw it and I felt like we needed to spread the wealth.
All right, all right. Pause for a second here.
Yeah.
Check out. Greetings, Bader. Hello,
Ganondorf from Super Smash Bros.
fool! I am from Legend of Zelda!
Holy crap! Instantly died alike.
That's just a classic. That's a classic in our group, anyways. All right, so
It is.
Oh my God.
So back to the whole parsnip fucking shit. This looks exactly like a gross carrot. This.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here it is. Here it is.
That's it.
The gross carrot. What the fuck? I wouldn't want to eat that.
Oh, Martha Stewart, Peter.
My mom cooks some.
Ow,
some, like,
Peter!
every fucking holiday, it's parsnips and carrots. I'm like, all right, you know, I stomach them down and shit.
So carrots and gross carrots. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a fucking carrot medley. But the best Thanksgiving food, it's she calls it corn casserole.
Oh yeah, my grandma makes corn casserole.
Oh, it's so fucking.
Yeah.
She gets whole kernel corn, creamed corn,
Yep.
and then cornbread mix.
Yeah, that is really good. My grandma makes
That is good stuff.
Good. I look for we only have it around Thanksgiving, so I fucking look forward to it every year.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Adam right now, and he makes a mean green bean casserole. We just had it the other night
green bean
for
casserole.
Friendsgiving.
Really good as well.
I love it. It's very good.
Okay, so I already said my least favorite Thanksgiving food is cranberry garbage, and
Case.
and I think by far the best. My favorite Thanksgiving food is stuffing for sure.
Oh,
you can't go wrong with stuffing.
You can't.
So good.
You know what's funny? I have a funny story about stuffing.
Was it stuffed up your ass?
I was the turkey the whole time. So my entire life, I was never a huge fan of stuffing. I didn't really eat anything as a kid, especially if it had onions in it.
Ew!
Celery.
Onions! Fuck!
Yuck! Celery. Anyway, so my sophomore year, no, it was junior year of my undergrad of college. So I was 20 years old. I was at a friend's house for Thanksgiving. Being a college student, you're like, fuck, I'm hungry, right?
Right.
So you load your plate up, and I'm like, oh, stuffing. I don't know. I putting that spoon to my mouth was like, wait, yeah, like I love Krabby Patties. So, I essentially just ate a shitload of stuffing that night. And ever since, I've just been a huge fan of stuffing.
Yeah,
and then it went right to your thighs.
Yeah, and then
you blew up.
I love Krabby Patties.
So what? So all right. So those are the best and the worst ones from us. Do you guys have anything that's like really weird that your family makes that like you don't see a lot of other people have on Thanksgiving?
I've been at Thanksgiving before when they have that sweet potato marshmallow casserole thing, and I'm just like, please no.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's like going to like have sex with a chick and she just brings in a guy. Like, is this okay? it's like
why is
like
really sincere.
Why is that such a good analogy for that? What the?
Because you're just not expecting it, and, like you don't know how to feel. You still want it, but like
yeah, giving you second thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. Holy shit.
That's good. Okay. You probably have some wacky dacky shit, don't you little fucker?
You know, most of the wacky dacky shit's during Christmas, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thanksgiving, I guess like the weirdest thing that like is popular with my family is Brussels sprouts.
Oh, those are alright.
Because everybody's like, Brussels sprouts, I fucking hate them.
I've literally never had Brussels sprouts.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, my mom like sautés them in like butter and shit or something. It's like, oh, they're so good.
All right, so I got one that's real weird for you guys.
All right.
Every Thanksgiving, Bill, my stepdad, he makes fucking oyster casserole.
What the?
But
that sounds kind of good.
It's actually fucking amazing.
Yeah, like
that's so Raven.
I remember the first time we were at Thanksgiving, like, you know, there. I was young, and he pulls out the damn oyster casserole, and, you know, young me's like, eat oysters? What's an oyster? That sounds bad. And then I ate it, and I was like, I guess that's really good.
Hey, you! Turns out this oyster casserole's real good after all.
But
Was
no,
it kind of like that, like seafood bake in like Chinese restaurants and shit, like
no,
the cheesy?
No, not like
fucking-
that at all. It's actually really similar. It's really similar to the cornbread corn mix thing. I can't remember what you called it.
Corn casserole.
Yeah, the corn casserole. It's pretty much that, except for oyster ingredients. Like it has crackers on top, and like it's not made of cornbread. I don't know what kind of bread it is that's in it, and instead of corn in it, it's got oysters.
Oh, speaking of fucking oysters, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't like fucking oyster juice or something like an ingredient in a Bloody Mary?
I don't know. Fuck. I've never
Sounds
had
familiar, but
I feel like a Bloody Mary is just a mishmash of like gross fuck.
I've literally never
Like-
had one.
Me neither, because they sound horrid. It's like tomato paste, horseradish,
What the fuck?
fucking like it sounds awful.
Yeah, okay, you guys are just straight up throwing shit out there. We are on the internet. We have technology. When I look on Wikipedia, what I see is a Bloody Mary is a cocktail containing vodka, tomato juice, and combinations of other spices and flavorings, including Worcestershire sauce. Quote me on that. Hot sauce, piri piri sauce, beef consomme, or bouillon.
So it sounds like you're making a damn soup, not a drink.
It's like an alcoholic soup. Like fuck.
Bloody Mary is
It's
an
cold.
alcoholic soup. I mean, okay, I guess it's an alcoholic.
gazpacho.
Yeah.
Yo,
To be
okay,
precise.
let's go. Let's get our signs out. Bloody Mary is a gazpacho, and then we'll pick it on Pennsylvania Avenue.
We need to stand for what we believe in. Net neutrality is no longer the issue.
It's
Bloody
about
Marys are just alcoholic gazpacho.
just force the issue. Do not let lawmakers write the book themselves. It is of the people.
For the people, about the people, edited by the people.
Produced by the people.
Oh shit! Guest starring
The people.
as the people.
Screenplay by the people.
Starring Alec Baldwin.
I'm pretty sure the rest of those ones we just said were just kind of implied in the Constitution.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
Ugh,
Okay,
God damn.
So, like, on a totally different topic, this just popped into my head because I feel like it's something I have to share with
Sure.
anybody that's watched. So, have you ever seen one of those memes that just like makes it just hits you right in the soul for no reason? It's just like you relate to it so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I saw this and I was just like, did everyone in the world have the same damn childhood? Because this is exactly what would happen to me. The year is 2008. The time is 2:30 a.m. You awaken in a sweat. A light illuminates your dim room and a sound penetrates the area. You hear the words that come this time every night. All my friends know the low rider. You see him, and that fucking face is just looking at you in the eye, and you're just like, am I fever dreaming right now? No, it's just George fucking Lopez.
Yep, you just look at him over your Nintendo DS. And
Yeah,
you're just like,
dude.
Yep, there he is.
Shit, dude.
Every fucking like weekend for me as a kid, like no question, it would just happen. And I saw this, and I was like, no fucking way, man. Everyone lived the same damn life. I just thought that was so fucking wild when I first saw it because it just
There's
like,
one. Yeah, there's one meme that really speaks to me. It saved me from a horrible class in my undergrad.
Oh yeah.
That class, you may ask. Okay, so to give some background, I was a music education major for my bachelor's, and I was stuck in this class. I don't want to say stuck because it'd be interesting to some people. The class was called Geology of National Parks, and I was in there with our good
Ooh.
friend Carissa. Got me over here.
Oh,
Let me cough for a second. Okay. Geology of National Parks was terrible. Okay. I can't remember the woman we were in it with this fucking stick thin woman, absolutely anemic looking, and she was just going up there talking to us about coral islands and Yellowstone every class, and I just couldn't take it. I'd stop taking notes.
The Coral Islands of Yellowstone, they're my favorite attraction in Yellowstone.
Yeah, just awful, and I just couldn't pay attention. I got so bored. So I just started looking at memes one day, and I came across this one.
I know what it is already.
You know what it is already?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't.
And I just couldn't stop laughing at it one day.
It's so fucking bad.
Remember
Like
when my memes used to get an average of 30 out of 40 upvotes? It was 19, 11, 12. What?
Look at fucking Cheeseburger Cat. It's got a fucking monocle and tuxedo and hat.
What
he
in
spent the next goddamn year just spamming that meme wherever and whenever he could fucking shove it in.
And for all you Reddit people, okay, I don't know how my life intertwined with this meme. It's got 10 points on the shitty advice animal subreddit. How did I intersect it?
Oh my god.
How did I run into it? It wasn't popular.
It was
I just
fucking
happened
fate.
to see it.
It was fate that you were destined to see this meme.
All right, can we make this memorial corner now? Okay, yesterday on at this point 2 days ago on November 20th, that was a Monday, 2017. We lost one of our great ones. We lost Charles Manson.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You
God
motherfucker.
fucking damn it.
I thought
It's funny because with his shitty shit he did was like 50 years ago, so we can laugh about it now.
Oh man. Yeah, I remember Jake was telling me about he was at work or something, and he said to Will, one of the guys he works with, he goes, hey Will, did you see Charles Manson died? And he goes, I don't give a fuck about that AC/DC retard. And Jake's just like, what? I said Charles Manson. And he was just like, what? Because the what the hell's his names? One of the AC/DC guys died the same day. I can't remember which one. One of the Youngs, wasn't it?
Oh, I read that one. Yeah, it was Malcolm.
Yeah,
Malcolm Young.
it was Malcolm Young. He died the same day, so he just thought Charles Manson was a member of AC/DC. Fucking dink. What the hell?
I know.
Oh man. So Carissa, you just moved into your new house. How's that going?
Yeah. I nearly fucking shit my pants and had a heart attack at the same time last night.
Why
So,
was it the 72nd time your parents have visited you this week? Like, I swear to God, every time someone says something in their group chat, you're just like, oh, my parents are visiting again.
No, I mean, my dad came yesterday to help with fucking changing. I had to change out the outlets and
What?
yeah,
Did you have to also
okay,
install your toilet and remove your outhouse? What the fuck?
No, so GFCI outlets, the ones with the little reset button in the middle,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Apparently, my inspector said I should have those in the kitchen because of water dangers, blah blah blah, short circuit and fuck like that. And they were just normal outlets, so we had to fucking change out those. That took forever. But last night, I'm lying in bed, and I guess my fucking door wasn't completely closed. It must have just barely not been closed. And the heat circulating in my house pushed the door open enough to make that clacking sound, of the doorknob.
Oh,
being
yeah.
And I thought I was about to fucking die.
Get robbed?
Right there. Yeah, I gasped, jolted up in bed, and the door doesn't open anymore. So I'm like, all right. So it's this fucking tote next to my bed with a fucking shovel in it.
You're ready to dig this guy's own fucking grave.
So I got my fucking shovel, and I creeped towards the door, shovel in one hand, the other on the fucking doorknob, and I whip it open, ready to fucking kill someone with a shovel. Obviously, there's no one there, so I double check, and all my doors are fucking locked and everything. Fuck, I'm just getting paranoid just being alone in this house, for real.
Funny story related to rattling doors that scare the shit out of you. I remember one time, I was sitting here at home, and my dad and my brother were over, and we're just sitting here, and Jake still lived here at the time, but he was at work, And we're all sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear the door downstairs start like rattling, like someone was trying to get in. And I'm like, okay, someone's here. I don't know why they're trying to open the door instead of knocking on it. So I go down and I unlock the door and I open it, and no one's there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I close the door, lock it again, go back upstairs, and all of a sudden I hear it again. I'm like, okay, someone's fucking like ding dong dicking me right now. And so this time I like sneak down the stairs and I like whip the door open and no one's there again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then as I'm walking up the stairs, I hear the sound again, but now that I'm down there, I can tell that it's not coming from that door. I'm like, what the fuck? So I walk back upstairs and I'm like, it's not coming from that door. So I'm like following the sound through my house and it's coming from one of the closets. And at this point, my ass was so fucking puckered, I was gonna, like if a shit tried to come out, it would be shit spaghetti, you know? Like, there's no way it was coming out. So I can, like, physically see the door shaking at this point, right? So I'm, like, ready to piss my pants. Some demon's gonna fly out of the door and fucking take my nuts off. So I, like, whip the door open, and fucking Meowshawn, Jake's cat, had trapped himself in there, and he was shaking the door to try to get out. Scared the fucking shit out of me because he bolted out of there. I about fucking shit my pants, dude. Like, goddamn, you fucking scared the hell out of me. I don't know how he got in there without me noticing when I closed it. Like, I remember, like, I'm pretty sure I just, like, closed it because it was open for some reason, so I just closed it. And he was in there for a while before he decided to start rattling it, you know? Scared the fucking shit out of me. Oh, man. Well,
you probably had to like poop or something.
He probably did. He's probably like finally like, oh, here it comes. Let me out. I'm gonna shit. But I think this is a good place to end it. I had a good time recording with you guys. I hope everyone listening or watching or whatever you're doing is having a happy Thanksgiving. And anything else you guys want to add?
I want to just say that I feel like this would be a fantastic thing to listen to while you wash dishes.
Oh, hell yeah,
that's
dude.
what I do all the time.
Podcast. See, as long as we're there for you guys, we don't care what you do with us. Just leave us on for background noise. You're actually interested in our shit stories. You just want to hear us yammer about some garbage. We are thankful for you on this Thanksgiving Day.
Aw. Yeah, if you want to hear more of me and semantics, both Devin and Gary have co-hosted.
We've appeared on Carissa's channel, Video Gums. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to check that out. We've had some collabs on there. Or if you want to just check out Carissa's videos, we'd all appreciate it. Any support you guys give is always noticed. And don't forget, if you comment, we will read a comment. There's a chance yours could be read in the next podcast. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. Have a good Thanksgiving.